to talk to Miss Rivera. They called me in the office here from the Radisson to ask me to make an appointment to see Miss Gatson. They were lying, saying that I didn't speak to anybody here. I have it on tape that I spoke to Miss Gatson a few days ago. So anyway, they called Miss Gatson on the phone, and she was talking so bad about me. She talks loud, and you can hear her through the phone. And Miss Polito and this other lady, they were cracking up. The lady said that I'm paranoid delusional. She said that various times after promising that she wouldn't mention anything I said to her. After saying, oh, don't tell anyone the story about the person that's harassing me. Don't tell anyone that story. And the first thing she did was talk so bad about me to her boss, Miss Rivera. So I want to try to get proof that she did say those things, because I mentioned it to Miss Polito. To Miss Rivera, that I didn't like that. Excuse me.
Hey.
Can I just ask you one quick question?
Who?
Can I ask you one quick question?
Absolutely.
She's actually about to walk to the other side. Who is speaking?
All right. So
okay.
I know you don't know me that well. I try to be very genuine. I know now that I heard what Miss, what is her name, Miss Gatson, said through the phone. I'm going to have a hard time when I have to meet with her later. Not, I just don't want to say anything about it. I probably shouldn't, but I don't know how to deal with her now. Because, you know what I'm saying?
But remember, Miss Reed, right? Please. Remember, Miss Reed, that what she was telling me is based on the conversation you guys had.
Yeah.
And how it's impacting you. So her concern is, Miss Rivera, I want to stay with her in my caseload because I want to help her out, because it looks like she may be going through panic attacks because of what happened to her. She feels like she's being targeted. We need to provide her services.
Well, all I kept hearing her through the phone yelling, she's paranoid delusional. And I didn't like that.
It's not she's paranoid delusional. Everything that happened to her has her feeling paranoid, possibly feeling paranoid delusional. Let me get her. I want to help her. That's what that tone is. Give me. No, don't give her to her. I'll take her. I know her. I met
But here's
her.
the thing, though.
She called me 3 times after that call.
I know.
To make sure she works with you, because she wants to provide you services.
No, here's the thing, though. When I was telling her, I have actual paperwork to prove that I went through a court case with these people.
Nobody's
And
saying
that they
you're
were
lying, my love.
No, let me finish. Okay. I didn't feel like she believed me or whatever. Then she said, do not tell anyone else the story. That's between you and me. I won't repeat it to anyone. I didn't say don't repeat it, because I'm the one who brought it up. But she offered that. She volunteered that.
Offered what?
She said to me, do not mention that to anyone what happened to you. So for her to turn around and tell you that.
She didn't tell me what happened to you.
She didn't tell you the details.
Like she promised you. She didn't tell me the details.
No, but she brought up that something happened to her, and that she thinks I'm paranoid delusional as a result.
No.
Or even saying that I have panic attacks. I don't have panic attacks.
Honey, she's just saying to provide you services because of what happened impacted you. You're not comfortable with that. What happened? You didn't like.
She didn't have to mention it at all. She said she would not mention.
She never mentioned what it was.
No, she doesn't.
Wait, this is not a personal relationship.
Yeah.
This is services.
Right, exactly.
So because we're providing services, we don't keep secrets on services. This is a business.
No, I got you. But if I'm telling her something that she feels like it's personal, and she tells me do not mention that you had any issues, you're just going to focus on just getting the apartment, I won't mention anything about this to anyone, that's her mentioning something about that something happened. So that, and then to hear her, I heard her very...
What do you want me to do, Miss Reed?
Huh?
What do you want me to do?
No, I guess, no, nothing. Leave it.
No,
however.
at the end of the day, she's going to meet with you today.
I know. I just was getting...
with that?
I was thinking maybe I should push it till tomorrow. Like, I'm mad that she did that.
We can't push it to tomorrow because we haven't met with no case manager.
Well, then I'll try to.
Here.
Yes, I have. I met with her.
No, she wasn't meeting with you. She was just talking to you to get to know who you are, to then inherit the case.
Oh, she was going through paperwork, and on her computer, she was looking up numbers. She said that
she was looking at your case, your history in the shelter.
Oh, okay. She said she was okay. Oh, I thought that was one of our meetings.
No.
Well,
You know, when you do IOPs, it's not your first. It's you in the other site. You sat down with a case manager. You went over housing, medicals. You need a budget letter. You got to provide all your IDs. We need copies of
that's
this.
fine, but I already have the city FEPS. I have to do a budget letter again anyway.
Absolutely, because when the landlord accepts you, he wants to know that that month that I gave you the apartment yesterday, there's a budget letter with today's date saying that your case is completely clean and open. They don't believe in 3 months budget letter or 2 months budget letter. It has to be, I give you the apartment today. Yesterday the date is on that budget.
I mean, I know I've been in this situation. I am not a pro in this. I did one meeting, and then I was in the place for 2 years, and they kicked me out during COVID. So then I've been floating around since then. I really am not a pro on how
They
this
kicked
works.
you out. Is there any way we could get you back in that apartment?
No, it wasn't an apartment. It was no. I was in a drop-in center for 2 years.
Okay.
So they kicked me out during COVID, and they floated me around. So that's how my first city FEPS ran out. The person that's why I was telling her the story of the person that's harassing me is a real person. His name is Aaron Morrill, and he actually had people physically come by on his behalf because he's a prosecutor. He had police officers come by. They standing right there talking about me, and I'm 3 feet away from them going, "Hello, I'm sitting right here. Are you kidding me?"
And
So this was at the other drop-in center, and this is what I was telling her about. I have a
Mm-hmm.
person who hates my guts. They're harassing me. I'm in this situation literally because of them.
Have you done a restraining order against them?
I had a restraining order, but I can't get another one because they said in New York they only do restraining orders when there's an arrest.
Okay, so the restraining order, when there's an arrest, when you go to the police and report it. Because you got to go to the police and say, this person is harassing me. And then the police does a report and picks them up. And then they give them a court date to investigate what's the allegations against them.
That would be amazing, but they're not doing that. This guy has a lot of people on his payroll now. At first, yeah, they did get arrested for harassing me, but now, no, they set up their little walls. I'm not the only person. They got a little crime group going on now. I'm not the only person that they have issues with, that they've been, targeting, harassing, and stuff like that.
What borough is this?
It started in Manhattan where I lived at 95th and Columbus, and then eventually, they've been harassing me for years. Eventually, they got me on the ropes financially. I used to work at NBC News. I was a tech engineer. That you can look up. I don't know if I mentioned that even to her, but that you can look up. I can't lie about where I used to work.
So what borough he lives in?
Oh, they live in Jersey City, him and his wife, Jersey City, New Jersey.
So with that being said, we're going to try to get you in the 5 boroughs of New York City. Okay.
But that's what I talked to her about, and so she didn't understand it, and she was acting like what I was saying was so impossible. People get stalked and bullied. Technology makes it easy.
With all due respect, Miss Reed, the way you analyzing her tone of voice and her urgency to get you services and help you is in a negative way, because she just cares, and when she cares, she becomes excited.
All I heard was, okay.
I want her. She's going through possible delusional. I don't want her to think that nobody's coming. Let me get her. Let me help her.
All right.
You understand?
She's an older woman who does not understand how technology works.
Do you know? Excuse me?
She's older and she doesn't understand how
Are you
technology
passing
works.
judgment on a young lady that you sat with for maybe a half an hour, ma'am?
No, she told me her age. I'm in her age group. I'm 55. I'm in her age group.
Okay, so at what point do you think it's appropriate for you to say that she's an older woman that does not know how to technology?
No, not everybody understands how
No,
people.
not everybody. This one person. I made one.
Even my when I did the psychiatrist at the other place, he said to me, I don't understand how this works. I had to show him. I showed him videos and I showed him how that they stalked me, harassed me, text messages that they sent.
We're not talking about your text message.
But that's what I'm talking about. So she didn't understand.
That's not what we were talking about.
That's what I was talking about when I said she's an older person who doesn't understand how you can group stalk someone. That's what I meant. That she doesn't understand how you can group stalk and terrorize a person without physically being in front of them.
Okay, so
I was trying to explain that to her.
Okay, so right now they're in New Jersey and you're in the 5 boroughs, so hopefully it won't be that type of situation. They don't have your contact.
They do. They know exactly where I
am.
am.
To change your number, because in the shelter system it's very encrypted. They can't find your number, your name in the system.
No, they got my. They knew that I was coming here before I got here.
Okay, so what we're gonna do moving forward is that Ms. Gaston is gonna meet with you.
Yeah.
And we're gonna send you to get evaluated in all the different areas where we need to be able to get your housing to expedite you out of the shelter system to protect you from all that.
Yeah.
But
okay.
when we say protect you from that, It's that once you move to a regular apartment without a restraining order, they still could come there.
I know, but I'd rather be in my own home without random people walking in your room in the middle of the night, or random, you got to live with a stranger, even though the girl is very nice. You know, it's just, it's not your own home. Like, you would understand, you have been an adult for a while, you live in your own home. You don't have to worry about random people rolling up in your house. It's very uncomfortable.
Okay, I totally respect that.
All right.
So Miss Gaston will be here 3:30. I'm gonna leave around 5:30.
Uh-huh.
She should be seeing you sometime this evening.
All right.
In the evening, let
The later
everything
the
cool
better.
off.
Yeah, exactly.
And then by after dinner, a nice little dinner, then you come see him.
Okay, perfect.
Okay?
Thank you so
Miss
much.
Reed.
All right, see you.
And don't worry, I gotta